Hey everybody, my name is Jerry. I'm glad you could join me. Today we're going to take out the bike, the 2017 Suzuki GSX-R1000R. We're going to do something, I'm going to coin a phrase here called walking the throttle. This is something we do a lot in racing, and also I'm going to show you how to back the motorcycle into a garage area. A lot of people actually struggle doing that. We see that on things like MotoGP, so I'm going to show you how to do that too. We're going to walk the throttle, I'm going to show you how to do it, and we're going to go out and actually do it on a ride. So stick with me because that's coming up right now. Okay guys, so here I got the bike up on the rear stand, and I'm going to show you how we walk the throttle in racing. Now this is a technique that a lot of high-end, or I should say professional racers use. I use it occasionally. On the streets I'll use it if I'm riding aggressively. And basically the reason we use this walking the throttle, which I'm going to show you here in a minute, is we don't want to have to let go of the throttle. There are situations where you've run out of maximum twist of the wrist, right? You're grabbing the throttle and you can't go anymore, but you're not at maximum throttle. Now there's a couple things we can do about that. One is, with my hand just held over the throttle but I'm not actually gripping it, I can rotate my hand forward and you'll see that my wrist is bowed here, right? So I can do that. So that's going to help that when I go pulling on the throttle, I can probably reach maximum throttle, okay? Now, a lot of racers are going to use a quarter turn or a half turn throttle, and in those cases they can get the maximum throttle really easily. Some racers don't like that because the throttle is very sensitive. I don't like it. I like a street throttle. But for that, it's going to be very difficult for you if you grab naturally like this, flat wristed, to get maximum throttle. You're going to be like that, you're going to be at like 7,000 or 8,000 or 9,000 or 10,000 RPMs, but this bike gets 14.5, okay? 14,500 RPMs, I'm not going to get that from here to here, and I can only drop my elbow so far, right? So if you're in that situation where you got down here, what are you going to do? You can't let go of the throttle and then get your wrist back over here. The minute you go let go of the throttle's going to snap back closed. If you're racing, you just lost a bunch of lap time, so that's not going to work, okay? And you can preset your hand like this and then grab it and turn it, but you don't always have the luxury to set your wrist like this in racing, okay? So sometimes you're going to have to use what's a technique that I'm coining here today. I never heard anybody say it, but I'm just going to call it walking the throttle, okay? So let me change the camera and zoom in a little bit and I'll show you. It's pretty simple, and I'm going to just show you how we do that. Okay, so now I'm back on the bike. I got an up-close view of the throttle. Normally I'd be wearing my race gear, including my race gloves, but just for this demonstration of this video, I wanted you to see how you do it. It's very simple. Watch this, guys. So I got the throttle back right here, right? And I want more throttle. I'm running out of wrist room. I'm not at maximum throttle. This is a very difficult wrist position. Okay, so what I'm going to do as I'm coming up, as the RPMs of the bike are increasing, okay, and as the engine's revving up, I'm not going to allow my wrist to get to this bent position like this. I'm going to get about half flat wristed like that, and then I'm going to walk the throttle. See that? I'm just walking this. Now I'm at full throttle. So it's just using the in part of your hand, mostly the pointing finger and the thumb, to walk the throttle like that, okay? And the rest of your hand is gripping it. So you twist it and grip, twist and grip, twist and grip over and over, okay? That's all I'm doing. You're just using these two fingers here, over here, to twist the throttle, and then this part of your hand grips it, okay? So let's start the bike and see if we can hear it. I'll walk to the throttle and we can hear the engine. The bike is just warming up and I'm at about 1,700 RPMs. I'm going to walk the throttle. See that? Very easy. The bike's not under load here, so it's very easy to rev up the engine. You never see my wrist doing this, right? The wrist isn't turning. My wrist is staying still. See the difference? One is my wrist is turning, the other is not. Here's the way most people do it right here. Here's how you walk the throttle. Okay?
Well, one of the hill country cemeteries. A lot of good people live their lives out in this area, buried here. Got people buried here from the 1800s, 1872. Amazing. 1867. We're talking Civil War time here in this cemetery, which is pretty amazing for Texas because if you think about it, you know, the Civil War for the most part, a good portion of it took place east of the Mississippi, right? I'm not saying there weren't battles west, there were, but your history, if you don't know your history, take the time to learn it, guys. It makes a big difference. You can appreciate the nation and what we've been through. A lot of people gave their lives for our freedom. I think too many people taking America for granted, maybe even myself sometimes. That needs to stop, in my opinion. Okay, here we go. We're going to have some fun here. Traction control 3, here we go. Sit in the middle of the seat. A little bumpy. Bumpy damn road. Dugouts. Oh, one of my favorite places right here. Look at this view. Look at this. All the way down across the valley, all the way up to the other side of the hill. In the distance there, that's an interstate going by the power lines. Look at that view, guys. Does it get any better? What a beautiful view. Yeah, baby. What a beautiful ride today. Oh my gosh, what a ride today. Yeah, loving it. I'm going to show you how I back the bike into the garage. Okay, if you watch the guys on MotoGP, now you're going to take a look back and see where you want to point the rear end, because we're backing this in. So the first thing you're going to do, guys, I got my left hand on the handlebar, on the left grip, and I'm going to put my right hand right back here by the seat, the back of the seat, because I'm going to push with my right hand. I'm going to steer with my left hand. Here we go, watch. I'm steering, I'm pushing with my right hand, I'm steering, and I'm just going to push it right into the garage. See that? That's it. You keep your body close to the bike if you want to, if you're worried about it falling over. Okay, and then I just, some of you guys are going to go straight in. For me, I need to go sideways because of the limited room in my garage. Okay, put the kickstand down. Now I'm going to show you how to do the rear stand, okay? Grab the rear stand. It's a one-man job. As they say, it's a one-man job, okay? So you put the rear stand back there like that, a little bit right of the bike, because as you stand it up, the bike's going to be centered into the stand, okay? Same thing, I'm going to stand the bike straight up. And this time I'm going to leave the kickstand down, just in case things go wrong, right? The kickstand might set the bike. Okay, I'm holding the bike up with both hands. As I approach the rear of the bike, I'm putting my left hip on the rear of the motorcycle. That's what's holding the bike up, right? My right hand is free. See, my right hand's free. And I'm holding the bike up with my left hip, if you will, in my left hand. And I'm going to hook. I'm going to stand the bike up a little bit more here. Got to stand up a little bit more. Stand it straight up. Now the key here, guys, is once you get the rear stand hooked onto those spools, the key is to not let the pressure up. Keep the pressure on the handle really good, and press down, and the bike will come right up. See that? Comes right up. For you guys who already know this, and racers and all that, and I know that's no big deal, but for people who have never used a rear stand, that's how you do it, okay?
Well guys, I had an awesome ride today. What a beautiful day. About 60 degrees, it was sunny, we had a great time. A little bit of walking the throttle. Of course, I ride aggressively today and threw in some wheelies too. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Listen, if you haven't subscribed on my YouTube channel, just go ahead and click that Texas flag right there. And I really appreciate the thumbs up. You can see over my head right here is a playlist. So if you want to watch all the other videos about this awesome motorcycle, just go ahead and give it a click. And until next time guys, we'll see you right back here again real soon.